You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnny and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast, where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 305.
Man, 305, man. I'm Ralphie Rose this week.
New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated the podcast. X is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually, I am the Mind of Ralph across the social media platforms.
On X, I'm JON2_ the letter B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Oh man, round of applause. Round of applause. Another week. We are bike, my guy. We already talked about it, but how you feeling, man? Let the people know.
Feeling good, man. Feeling good, feeling great. My wife's birthday was this past week. You know, hit the gunshots. No hand claps.
No applause. No
Yeah,
applause. Just straight gush. Hit again, just because.
you gotta take care of that. You gotta take care of the queen, man. There'll be a lot going on, bro.
No, that's fact.
But shout out to the wife, man. We had a good time. My birthday fell on a Tuesday, so it was kind of awkward when it came to like celebrating it. So you kind of had to split that thing up between the weekend and the actual day itself. But cool, man. But I mean, she enjoyed her day. She enjoyed the time we spent together. She enjoyed the gifts, all that great stuff. So
for sure,
hey.
for sure. Hey, look, that's all you can do. That's all
exactly.
you can do.
I mean, now the sneakerhead in me enjoyed it because she wanted a pair of these like Tiana Taylor Jordan ones, and I was able to procure those.
I love it.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, procure. Yeah, when you have to pay resale for something like that is procurement. Yep. That's not a purchase. Procure. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just happy that she enjoyed that part of it. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be cool.
Word
but
up, man.
What's good in your world, bro?
I'm good, man. Listen, like we talked about, I had to prepare myself for daylight savings, losing that hour. So I just made sure that I got a decent night rest last night. So I'm feeling great today. Other than that, man, just staying busy. Spring is coming up, so I'm gearing up for the tennis season, both teaching and playing. So I'm really trying to get back into competitive tennis shape. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now. So just gotta stay active. It was a long winter of being in the house. So now I gotta get back into stamina type shape to run across the court. So here we are. Been doing a lot of eating, man. A lot of sugar. It's crazy.
Well, it's winter, so you gotta get ready to shake that off, get to spring. You know what I'm saying? So
Word.
maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, man, that's exactly what it is.
Man, what we doing, man? Off the dome.
Off the dome.
I got one for you, bro.
Let's do it.
I would say music culture type of question, right?
Okay.
If you could bring back one aspect, only one, and I'll present four.
Okay.
But you can bring one back in its full essence, so it's not tied to whatever. It's just how you would think this thing would work in today's climate. So when it comes to hip hop, right? Would you prefer hip hop publications, soul publications to come back? Would you prefer clothing lines sponsored by rappers or hip hop luminaries or whatever? The mixtape era, like a true mixtape, right? Or it's a definitive mixtape, or would you prefer music countdown shows to come back? So I'll go through four if you need. I know that was,
Damn. No, this is okay. Which one do I think would do well in today's environment?
That's how.
Oh, it's strictly on me. Gotcha.
Strictly on you. This ain't about what I think. Which one? I
That's
said which one do you want to come back, not which
okay.
one would fare well. Like it's
Okay.
just
Which one
do
do
you?
which one do I want? I got you. I
Yeah,
got you. Damn. So let me make sure I remember this right. So I got the hip hop countdown show.
yep.
We got
Mixtape era,
mixtape
like
era,
true mixtapes, right?
strict
Mixtapes,
real mixtapes.
real mixtapes, clothing lines, or would you prefer hip hop publications?
Mm. Well, I'm gonna take mixtapes out because outside of like the rappers, there aren't any new age rappers, or there aren't many new age rappers that I really want to hear like an actual mixtape from. So I'm just gonna take that out.
Okay.
Damn, I'm stuck between the hip hop publications and then also the music countdown shows. Hip hop publications because it'll be easier for us to learn new acts, new music, just catch up on things because the internet is too vast, right? It's too much going on. And those hip hop publications is where most things are in one thing, right? But then for the countdown shows, like I think it would put a spotlight back on music videos, and music videos would have more thought put to them. Maybe we get more high quality videos versus just a sporadic good music video every now and then. So that's kind of where I'm leaning towards. I don't know. I don't know which one I would want more.
It's a lot going on with this question in general because it's so many factors that go into it, right?
Right.
Like pretty much if you just want to boil it all the way down, it's gatekeeping, right?
Yeah.
Gatekeeping prevents a lot of this stuff from happening. If the source was still the source and it was still considered the hip hop Bible, a lot of things would be funneled through this New York publication, right? Now, whether they got it right or wrong on album rankings and all that, cool. But we already knew that the source was a trusted source, no pun intended, a trusted source of of information, right? And
Right.
then XXL came along, and then Vibe to an extent was overall hip hop, but it felt like it was more cultural, like not just rap. You know what I'm saying? It felt like it was R&B, soul, like anybody go over the Vibe. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, but if we had just kept it to those three and maybe even made it like a regional type of thing, so it wouldn't seem so biased from certain reporters.
That's
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so maybe that's why I'm going with the hip hop publications because I'm staying there. I would really just like that. Hip hop publications to come back because, like you said, the internet is so vast. We don't know who's who. We don't know who's co-signed.
Right.
If this album is worth checking out, they'll tell you this album is a 3 mic, and that could be solid. That's a good grade of mid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And I'm okay with that, because everything in this era, everything's a classic or it's trash. And you don't want somebody that's so biased that they can't give you a true opinion on some music, right?
Exactly.
And that's why I said the regional stuff comes into play. So if you got the source, they go lean heavy on the East Coast stuff. Okay, cool. And you got the down south, you got the Midwest, and you got the West Coast. Cool. We got all four corners. Everybody has their own major publication, and then we talk about it, and then maybe we can just do a national. I don't know, but I just enjoyed the hip hop publication of it all because it was a version of gatekeeping that hip hop did need, and I think we need to bring that back.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that.
Because even I can get to the clothing lines and all that stuff. That's cute, but the music is part of the art form. I mean, I know fashion is too, and visual arts and all those other things. But I just really love the hip hop, like the publication part of it all.
Yeah, even taking it a step further is even something as simple as knowing who's dropping, right? Who's dropping the album? When is it dropping? Like, there's a specific page that I follow on on X that every Friday they'll put this is what's dropping. Like, that's how I keep up with what's dropping because I can't. If I go to Apple Music, maybe the Game's album isn't predominant, isn't there, right? It's not on the new page. Like, I have to go searching for stuff like that. So, as far as publications, even down to who's dropping, when is it dropping, stuff like that. So I guess I'll go toward the hip hop countdown. I mean, like I was saying before, like maybe it'll put an emphasis back on music videos, but then also that's another way for us to learn new music. Like maybe it's somebody on the West Coast I never heard of, but they put this dope ass music video out, right? So now I'm checking out the video and now I'm liking the music and going to check out their music. So it's just another avenue to engage in new music. What's hot, what's coming out, well, things like that.
We should bring that back, but I know the internet has killed it. Like the internet has killed print media. So anybody with a phone and a camera can go record a video. That's why record labels don't invest in videos anymore.
That's true. That's true. That's true. So, no, that was a dope question. For my off the dome, movie related. 20 years ago, man, was the year 2006. The year I graduated from high school. I'm going to list you 4 movies. One of them got to go. All right. So we got Final Destination 3. We have ATL. We have the Da Vinci Code. We got X3. X-Men 3. One gotta go. I know I shouldn't have added X3. I see your face.
I mean, listen. Final Destination 3 doesn't have a chance right now. So it's like because Da Vinci Code is probably the one that has the most, like, it's probably shot the most, like, the best, you know what I'm saying? The story was controversial at the time. Like, I enjoyed the mystery, who done it, all that scenario, like that shit was player to me. Like, I loved it. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like, X3 United, soft spot for it. Then ATL's a cult classic, so it's not getting removed from me. And it was the #1 film at the box office, so is it really a cult classic if it was #1 at the box office? I don't know. Debate your mama.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? Right. But so Final Destination 3, that's what arguably after 2, the franchise went pow. You know what I'm talking about?
Crash and burn. Crash and burn.
So, well, what you thinking, bro? Out of the 4 you gave me, what you getting rid
of? So clearly can't get rid of X3. You just can't. And honestly, the Da Vinci Code to me probably has the best replay value of the 4 that I named. Like, I love that movie. I had that movie on DVD, and I had that shit on the little disc on my PSP.
I read
when
the
it came
book.
out.
That's how I knew it was real. I read the book. Yes.
So the Da Vinci Code is definitely high on my list of favorite movies of all time. I'm not gonna lie to you. And of course, like you said, ATL is it's cultural significance in that, right?
Yeah.
So I would also have to go Final Destination 3.
And to be honest, I don't even remember what happened in 3. In Final Destination 3. That's why it was easy for it to go.
It's crazy because before the newest one came out late last year, I had rewatched all of them, and I can't remember what it was either. I'm not gonna lie to you. I remember the airplane shit from the first one.
Yeah. I remember the log shit from the second one.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. One of them shits was like facts. One of them shits was like a NASCAR, some NASCAR shit. That might have been like 4. I don't know. So yeah.
See,
yeah.
That's why I said it.
Yeah, get it on up out of there. Get it on up out of there. But yeah, man.
Yeah, people, that was off the dome, man. If you can bring back one aspect of hip hop culture, whether it be hip hop countdown shows, hip hop publications, clothing lines, or the mixtape era, a true mixtape era, which one would it be and why?
Yep. And then of those 4 movies that I named from the year 2006, which one gotta go? Let us know.
Yes, sir. OS Gang, what's happening, family and kinfolk? We got a few topics here on the OS News docket this week. This is the story that never ends. The saga continues. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? No P. Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So 50 Cent and the Harris family are still going at it right now. And we would be remiss not to discuss it because it did seem so one-sided for a long time with the Harris family between Just Tip, Domani, and King all firing off, right? We even thought Buddy had dropped the track. Nah, he said he ain't in that. He just making his blues songs. You know what I'm saying? They even looking for the OMG girls. They even looking for the daughter to pop out with a little track.
Not the OMG girls. Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy, right? Like, you see how the internet get to going. But no, 50 Cent has responded. So, Johnny, I'll let you give the details. Johnny, what do you have to say about 50 Cent's response.
So let me make sure I understand where his response was. Is this
Yes.
this is from the new power theme song, right?
Yes.
Okay. And it was just one line. It was like your dad had your mom eating out
Eating
uh
bots all over Atlanta. Something, and I'm paraphrasing. Yeah.
yeah, something to that. Yeah. Okay. At first I was like, do we even know this is about them? But then you gotta think about Power not even sitting in Atlanta. Like, why would he even slip that in? Like, it's crazy, right? So it probably is a direct response to, I would say, Domani and King, right? Because
Yeah.
he's the way he worded it, saying your dad had your mom and all that. So I mean, in context of the battle, is like, okay, cool, but why put it in the song, in the theme song for the new Power show? That's where I'm kind of like, okay.
Well, 50 knows where his strong suits is, right? Or strong
Mhm.
suits are, right? He knows that he is a mogul now. He's an executive. He is a showrunner. He is all of those things. And rapping is secondary, damn near tertiary on his plate. Like he don't even
Yeah,
care. Like you know what I'm
right.
saying? So he only rap when there's money involved. And that's where he showed it. He don't rap for the competitive nature anymore. He only raps when money is involved. So if I could throw a sub in a song that's gonna get played for at least 3 to 4 seasons on this show it ain't even out yet. Like they just getting ready to start shooting. So him releasing the song right now is kind of like, I guess. But do I think the this was cool? No. No, I don't. And shout out to y'all dweebs that, the bots that keep botting our page whenever we mention 50 Cent. Like y'all some dorks and y'all live through him. But it's weird because I asked him to rap. I've been saying get your ass in the booth, nigga. And he did.
Yep. Yep.
But it only came because he wanted to, troll when it came to making his new show. And honestly, I'm good on that show too. Cause me, I've been the one that came back and told you I've been watching the Power show. So it's kind of like we
Yeah.
got we got you got a Power Origins, which is supposed to be like the prequel with Lil Ghost and Lil Tommy and Lil Angela, Lil Tasha, all them, right? The
Yeah.
younger versions of everybody that we saw on the original universe. And then now
Right.
you got Tariq and Tommy teaming up to do what? Like I'm all right, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what? This is where I get off the train. Power has the end. Power never ends. Power is ending for me. But I am so far away from God's grace when we're talking about what 50 Cent is doing. And I am good on that. Like that was trash. It was basura because they gave you 4 or 5 songs and people are acting like this is the man, 50 made a power move. It's this song gonna get played at least, once a week on Sundays, you know what I'm saying? So that defeat.
Right. See, I just don't know, man. I can't. Like, I get it. You throw a jab in there, you throw a line in there for your new theme song. Okay, cool. But it's like,
Mm-hmm.
does it matter? Does it really matter? I don't think it does. I don't think it does. This does nothing for him in this one-sided beef. It doesn't. I think it does
Yeah.
nothing for him.
Now there have been a few songs that came out. Now he did drop a new song with Max B. This is it looks like it was only on Instagram because I couldn't find it on DSPs, at least when I went to look for it. The
Okay.
song is alright. Like, you know what I'm saying? Max B just came home from prison. Like, but him teaming up with 50, I mean, that's cool, I guess. But Max ain't and now listen, I listen to Max B here and there, but I ain't gonna sit here and say like I'm the wave god enthusiast. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't
Mhm.
think that him and 50 was good enough to make songs together. Cause it sounds like something 50 Cent made. Like, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like a 50 Cent song. For better or for worse, right? I think it was cool though. Cause I like Max B. You know what I'm saying, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? But at the same
Yeah.
time, it was like, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to remove my bias if I have one. But I know good music when I hear it.
It sounded like it was just something for them to do. Like, And I
Yeah, that's
think
what it felt like. It didn't
like
feel like the streets was waiting on this. And
right.
Max, like, I would rather hear Max and French on the song. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they make good music together.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't listen. I don't really know much about Max B, especially in his music career.
Mhm.
I think he did a remember people was doing like the folded challenge, all the R&B
You telling me
was
Max B
doing
did that?
the Kaylani joint. Max B the
You
fold.
tell me
Yeah, yeah,
Max
he
B
did.
did the folded? That's why I didn't
Yes,
hear it.
sir.
And I like Max B, but no. Mm-mm.
Yes, sir.
It's the
Yes,
reason why that
sir.
didn't come across my timeline. I'm glad you didn't send it to me.
Yeah, nah. But yeah, I didn't hear the song, but again, I'm not checking for new 50 Cent music. So
Yeah.
and him
Well,
featuring Max B is doesn't help the cause. So
the only way you was gonna hear it is if you went to his Instagram. Like, if you follow him like everybody else do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's where he put the new music out. That's where he put the snippet of the song out. That's where these songs are living. But let's get to the Harris side of the argument before we get off of the topic. But you
yep,
see, Domani dropped a new song that seems so uncharacteristic of Domani.
I did,
But then
yeah.
again, hey,
What shit?
we
We don't
outside.
know.
Hey,
Yeah,
it is what it is. But the P word. You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? That's the name of the song.
I mean, look, clearly 50 Cent didn't want to back down or cease
Hmm.
what he was doing. So Damani was like, well, let me switch up the energy, I guess.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, I did like the previous track from him better. Not
Yeah.
saying that this one is bad at all, but I don't know. I
Some
like the energy
some
from the other one.
some about this one felt a little bit forced.
Okay, I feel that.
Yeah, like it was like I'm listening, I'm like, this is cool. But that first one hit different though. Cause
You
it,
know what he
it
should
was
have
like
did?
what?
He should have wrote that and gave that one to King and let King
Yeah,
perform
cause
that one.
cause King's tracks are now those
Because that's what we talk about, man.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, but listen, it's all fair. You know what I'm saying? I know he can't rap like that, but he won't. And I see why Nobody ain't gave him a verse yet. Like, he be trolling his brother. He's like, hey, when I'm gonna get my verse? Like, your brother won't give you a verse? Hey, that's it. Hey,
Got to do better, my boy. Got to step the
that's like
game up.
that's like Diggy begging JoJo for a verse. Like, you know what I'm saying? It never happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? All right, cool, my bad. But
That's crazy. And Diggy was the better rapper. Shit.
I know. But it's funny because, like, even King is still doing the effective trolling or marketing, however you want to say it. But smoking on Miss Jackson pack.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah,
It's a lot.
because even Ti came out and said he's like he had to grab King. He was like, "Hey, all right, big dog. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I would like you to do unto others as I would. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah. I was like, now this is a bit much.
It,
But then
it was a
again,
lot. It was a
it was
lot.
a lot. It's like we let you slide with the first couple, jabs because you know what I'm saying. But I don't know. It's kind of like when the bully gets a taste of his own medicine.
Yeah.
It is almost like, well,
What can you do? What can you do? This is a textbook case of karma, right? Like
yeah,
I feel like this is textbook when what goes around comes around type of thing. Because again, like we've been mentioning the last couple weeks, like 50 Cent has gone on a tirade, a campaign against people, throughout social media for the last few years, and
yeah,
it seems like all of that is coming back on him right now with the Harris family. Like is and
yeah.
look, hey, low key, King is the ring leader of that. Cause
He is.
hey, he out of
He
pocket.
fan
He is
he
out of
fanning the
pocket,
flame. He fanning the flames for sure.
man. What for real? So
He keeping it
hope
lit. Yeah,
I
like,
hope 50 don't post nothing else. Cause who knows where look, Ti might have to get King to sit him down. Like, hey, like I understand. Like, cool, you did what you was doing, but let's chill out now because I feel like it can only get worse. I feel like from King, and we don't need that. We
I
don't
don't
need
know
that.
how more worse it can get.
See, I don't even want to say it out loud because I have an idea, but we ain't going there. We're not gonna
Okay.
go there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we not. But now let's change the subject, man. Let us know what y'all think about just the whole 50 Cent versus the Harris family. That's still ongoing. There'll probably be
Yeah,
something else that go on this week too. So we'll see.
right.
Let's try this out. Spotify. Spotify came out with, and we just talked about hip hop publications. So let's try this out.
Yes, sir.
Spotify named the hip hop next generation. Now, Johnny,
Yeah, man.
what do you have to say about the big bad Spotify naming the next generation of rappers?
Is Spotify in a place to be doing that? Let's start there,
No,
right?
ethically, no. There's no ethics to that. No.
And
All right,
who
my
knows? No, that's okay. That's okay. And who knows what they base their list off of, right? Like, I just I don't like the fact that Spotify is the one that's done that, because I like the theme of it. Like that, I think that's dope, right? Because every few years we go through a new cycle of hip hop artists, and it seems like we do have a new crop, a new batch of hip hop artists that have the potential to have longevity, right? I remember a few years ago, this might have been like right after COVID, maybe, but I remember us having a similar conversation about rappers back then.
Yeah.
And two that I remember the most distinctively that we discussed were Megan Thee Stallion and the Baby.
Yeah.
And just how we thought that both of them would have, long lasting, successful careers in hip hop. Not saying that they're not successful now, but definitely not to the extent that we thought they would be in 2026. But that's neither here nor there. So do we want to just get into this list?
Yeah, but it's not even about the list with Spotify. It's just the fact that Spotify had the unmitigated gall to do it. And I don't know if there's any like credible I'm trying to say like journalists attached to this. It doesn't say a name on here, because at least with Apple Music, right? And I'm not I'm an Apple Music subscriber, but this is not the Apple versus Android. I ain't into all that. I'm not trying to do all that. But at least with Apple Music, you have like Nadeska, you have Ebro, you have certain people with cultural cachet talking about these things. You know what I'm saying? At least on Rap Life. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's stuff on Apple Music that at least gives some type of credence to culture if we're going to have that conversation. Spotify has done none of that.
None of it.
You just putting out a list, and those are people that you probably think are darlings when it comes to your streaming numbers. I shouldn't trust Apple Music when it comes to Artist of the Year and Streamer of the Year. Like, we shouldn't trust any of those, because those are just inflated numbers. That's just a participation trophy. But then again, all these awards at this point are participation trophies. But we offer that. But let's talk about the list. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So let me see. So I'm trying to see how many they got, but let's just start from the top. So they have Doechii, they have Baby Keem, Central C, Glorilla, Big X the Plug, Lil Tecca, Rod Wave, and Sexy Red.
And I don't really care that they put them on here. Cool, whatever, right? Because I don't have a list to put them on or take them off, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't even have replacements. So it's not even that deep for me. The idea that we're taking these artists that already have establishment, you know what I'm saying? They're already established. I'm thinking we talking about like some new up and comers.
Right.
These people already have a measure of success, a measure of touring, a measure of streaming evaluation that you can point to and say that, hey, they moved the needle in some type of way. But at the end of the day, I just want to know what gives Spotify the mitigated gall to do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who said this is okay?
Somebody was probably bored in the office.
And then there's no name attached to it. It's like, at least let me find where I can send my hate email to or my hate tweet to, because this is bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know who you can send it to? You can send it to Spotify's AI department, because that's probably who or what created this.
Doechii is a Grammy Award winner. Baby Keem has been on tour with Kendrick. Central C has chart topping hits. Glorilla.
Grammy
Big
nominated. Yeah.
right. Big as the Plug has a few
He
hits.
didn't already crossed over.
Right, Lil Tecca. I mean, I seen his name on a few songs. I ain't listened to him, but I know he out there. Like Ride Wave, I fool with the boy Ride Wave, and then Princess Sexy. I did. What are we talking about? This is the thing that I want to get back to. Gate fucking keeping. These are already established. This is like these are the 2026 freshmen of the year. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Like who is like all right, bro.
But
Like,
wait, okay. Okay. Cause you going crazy. I always stop your progress. But I'm let me see if I can look at this with an objective lens, right?
okay.
I think possibly what they're trying to get at here is let's think about it like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick, Drake, and Cole, for the better part of, let's just say, 10 to 15 years, they have arguably run hip hop. Whole big three, everybody waiting for them to drop. They've been the top tier hip hop acts, right? Over the last 10 to 15 years. My thought process with this Spotify article is they're trying to not effectively replace those three as big three, but out of this crop of artists that they have on this list, who is going to be those top tier artists to lead the next generation, right? Who's going to be on the top for the next, I won't go out 15 years, but let's just say 5 to 10 years. I think maybe that's what they're trying to get at here.
And this is the thing. This is not even an effective stamp. They're leaving it to us. It's a viewer choice award. It says vote.
Oh, there was a voter. It's a voting option. I ain't even see that. Oh, that's crazy.
Am I tripping? Let me know. Am I tripping?
Oh, no. Say it right here. How to vote.
I did. So you leaving it up to. That's how the fuck they even got on the list in the first place, because the streaming numbers. So you telling us to pick 2 more? Like pick the best out of this? Man, get the fuck out of here, Spotify, man.
Damn. So, is it crazy that I want to ask you, like, who would you vote for? Who would you vote for?
I don't even know no more, bro. Like it's kind of like, okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Let me reel back that animosity I got from Spotify. I had like I'm at like
no, you going crazy.
If we're going off of crossover appeal and just short-term success, right? Like the success that we've seen. Yep. Big as the Plug is going to be here because he tapped into country markets. He tapped in real good. Glorilla is becoming more of a media darling than we like to give her credit for.
Oh, absolutely.
The Grammy nomination does go a long way, and then Doechii already has a Grammy, so Doechii has that. I just don't know much about Doechii's personality.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm not tapped in with Doechii, but Glorilla is right there, and Glorilla has a, for better or worse, she has cachet, I think, a little bit more than Doechii does. Even like the little tiff with her sister, like that becoming a big thing. The tiff with her family, and I think people just love Glorilla's energy so much. But I think out of this, just between that and Big as the Plug, I think those are the ones for me.
Interesting. I definitely agree with Big X the Plug, just mainly because of the crossover that he's so early in his career already done. So who knows where he can take that, in the future. So I really don't see him sticking to hip hop. I really don't. The Glorilla media darling point, I think that's a really, really, really valid point. And again, had Doechii not, the year that Doechii won those Grammys for Alligator Bites Never Heal, thinking back, that was really supposed to be Glorilla's year at the Grammys, because she had TGIF. Like Glorilla was on a crazy run that whole year, right? But then Doechii just came out of nowhere with that phenomenal album, which kind of stole the thunder, stole the spotlight a little bit from Glorilla. But I'm actually surprised to hear you not mention Baby Keem in that mix. You don't think Baby Keem has the potential for the longevity?
No, he's too tied to Kendrick. And the thing about all these other artists that I just named, they're not tied to other people. Like his identity, his music is always attached to his cousin, which is unfortunate for him. That's why if and I'm saying this, and I don't listen to his music, so excuse me, excuse but I don't think when you're too attached to somebody like that, it's hard for you to break free.
I see.
And I mean, listen, how long he done been out here?
Oh, Baby King.
Yeah.
Shit. His first album came out 4 years ago. So
That's-
even
that's
before his first album, I'm not sure,
That's a long
mixtape
time.
circuits or what.
Family Ties is a long time from now. I ain't heard one song that identifies as a Baby King song from now.
Oh, that's valid. That's valid.
Ride Wave, they got him. He got 5 platinum albums for whatever that means in this era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like these other people have individualized star power.
Mm-hmm.
Where I think even Central C, him being the lone international person on here, he has star power that Baby King does not possess.
Damn, I don't know. So I understand what you're saying about him being too attached, too tied to Kendrick. I get that point, but I guess I'm thinking more of a
you actually think about the music
quality, yeah, quality over quantity type of thing. Like I barely remember his first album. I think it was called Melodic Blue, but I have been listening to Casino, and Casino is actually dope. He does have the one Kendrick feature on there, and I think they put out a video to that song too. But damn, that Kendrick Lamar piece, that's like, you might be right.
That's his Achilles heel, bro. Because it's like you ain't thinking about one Baby King album, one Baby King video, one Baby King tour, nothing like that. Sexy Red has her own tour, like you know what I'm saying.
He toured. Baby King toured Melodic Blue. He toured that. Now smaller venues, like I think he went to like the pageant here, but
even with that, you should make your mark because it's just you. That's the point I'm making, right? I don't want to bring like arenas into it because that's a frivolous argument. But when you are known as a good artist, it doesn't matter the venue that you're in.
Bro, is that my TDE bias? Is that what's happening right now? That's not even TDE for it. That's PG Lane. That's PG Lane.
Exactly. Because Doechii is TDE, like you know what I'm saying, and I don't think you were biased with that.
Damn. But I think out of this whole list, I think it's Doechii and Glorilla is not too far behind Doechii as far as like being able to last long in their hip hop careers. But Doechii's debut album, which hasn't come out yet, gotta be fire though. Because how can you follow up that mixtape that won Grammys?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Well, I guess the only time will tell.
Yeah, only time will tell. Oh man, let's try this out, man. The city of Atlanta got some explaining to do. I wouldn't say the city. I'm not even gonna put this on the city of Atlanta. So excuse all the mayors and all the the dignitaries,
right? The city councils and all that.
That ain't got nothing to do with you. This is with the city of Atlanta, the Atlanta Hawks of the NBA, the National Basketball Association. They have decided to tap into Atlanta culture and have a Magic City night going down on March the 18th. Happy International Women's Month for those that celebrate. You know what I'm saying? I just want to bring that up.
Right.
But Johnny, what do you have to say about an NBA team acknowledging Magic City on a night?
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
I
think this is fire. I think it's fire. Of course, in the culture, when we hear Magic City, the one thing that comes to mind, right? Strippers, duh. I mean, it's Magic City. But in reading this article and reading about the night and the collaborations with the Wings and all this, not one time did they mention exotic dancers, however the politically correct way to say it. They never mentioned none of that. They mentioned the cultural impact that Magic City has on the city of Atlanta. And I think, and again, like we know, I've never actually been to Magic City, but I know the cultural significance. We've seen it everywhere. And shit, in 2026, I feel like people talk about the chicken more than they talk about the strippers.
Mm-hmm.
and that's seemingly what they are doing the collaboration with. Not only do they have merch, but they'll have special edition like lemon pepper wings at the game during the collaboration game night.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm here for it, and I think
Yeah.
it's a dope way for not just the team, not just the Hawks, right, but the NBA to connect back with culture, because we've talked about it. The NBA seems like they're lacking a lot over the last few years. Like, just think about it. Like, LeBron James was the hottest thing. Everybody wanted to see LeBron. LeBron is on literally the tail end of his career now. When LeBron retires, he gonna have all the accolades and all of the farewell tour, all this. Like, that's dope. He deserves it, right? But when he leave, what is the NBA gonna have? Just a bunch of international players? Like, no. What are we gonna do? Huh?
A bunch of dorks. That's what they're gonna have.
Yeah, that too. That too. So, like, I think this is a really good way for the NBA as a whole. Of course, and Atlanta is definitely, it's a black city in a market where you want to collab with the best entertainment in the city, right? So I think this is dope. I think this is fire.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm conflicted, bro. It's just, and maybe I'm thinking about NFL politics too much. So maybe that's where a lot of that, that respectability politics bullshit comes into play. Because we're all adults. Like, if you're in Atlanta and you have the time and money and energy, you would definitely want to procure a Magic City visit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you definitely want to go there, get you some wings, look at some, enjoy the evening. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that looks like for you. But Magic City is a cultural staple in the city of Atlanta, or just in black culture, or just in culture, period, right?
Period. Yes.
They have the only strip club to have its own documentary. Like, there have been documentaries on strippers and the nightlife and fast money and all those things, but specifically to Magic City, is a 4-part documentary, executive produced by Drake of all people. But hey, neither here nor there. But it's been a cultural staple in Atlanta since the mid '80s. So for something to have that long lasting of power, and I wouldn't say $1 billion like establishment, but it's part of $1 billion industry, right? That thing is a part of an ecosystem, and people, that place has created and birthed stars, not on the pole but off the pole as well. So it's just not about the strippers itself; it's about the DJs that came from there, the rappers that got their songs broke in there, like the people that have passed through, coming through and taking pictures, like kicking it. You know what I'm saying? So the NBA Hawks, the NBA Atlanta Hawks is a destitute franchise anyway. They ain't never won nothing. Like, so we shouldn't have this level of outrage per se. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the Knicks did it with like Starlets or whatever the New York strip club is, I don't think they would do that, because they don't have to strive for those types of things. They have a dedicated fan base. Like, people are going to come out to see the Knicks regardless, Starlets night or regardless. Like, they are going to be there. So I think it's more of a, we need more people to come out, and we got to embrace the people that's within the city quarter too. So I think, the immediate thing is to go to the jokes and say that, oh, strippers gonna be at the halftime show, blah blah blah. Then what about the kids? Y'all don't give a fuck about kids. I'm gonna start saying that. Y'all do not care about children. I want y'all to stop it.
But this the thing, though. They didn't mention not one exotic dancer, no stripper. They ain't mentioned nothing about none of that.
You know how this go, bro. The first thing they say, well, the kids, man, y'all don't give a fuck about the kids, bro. Fuck them.
The kids are gonna be at that game enjoying them lemon pepper wings. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
What's the difference between, they're not gonna have scantily clad women on the floor dancing
during
on
halftime.
The pole. During halftime dancing on the pole. No, that's not gonna happen. The kids are liable to see more in the stands by the women that come there for the basketball players. So,
God damn it, yes.
So you're gonna see more BBLs sitting next to you than actually on the court, bro. So what are we talking about? And then depending on, I think they playing the Magic. So the Magic have a decent team on paper, but they're not a glamorous franchise. But let's just say it was the Lakers coming to town, or let's just say it was Anthony Edwards on his team. They coming to town. And Anthony Edwards from Atlanta, so he would definitely appreciate the Magic City night. He was like, "Oh, we could have been had this." Like y'all can trade me here for this.
I was about to say they should have drafted me if we gonna do this.
Y'all should have drafted the real one.
Yeah,
But, you know. But no, I think we just have to excuse respectability politics when it comes to these conversations, because one thing that the NBA does lack, even though they are taking the game as big as it's going to get, is getting global. Like the players are just as great as they've always been skill wise. You know what I'm saying? Like it's starting to become a reinvigoration of love for the game. I can tell, like just with regular season, like it's fun to watch those games now.
Absolutely.
You got to tap back in the culture, because like the All-Star weekend was a mess.
Yep.
So if All-Star weekend is a mess, and that is something that you kind of hang your hat on, All-Star weekend is supposed to be y'all's, and you letting the NFL overtake that because the NFL has a better brand product than you guys do.
Yep.
So we got to start tapping into everything that brings culture back to these games. And your season is too long for that.
Thanks.
41 home games is a lot to ask of your home base, especially when your team ain't good or competitive.
Yep.
So you better start looking at getting some goddamn Magic City lemon pepper wings in there. You know what I'm saying?
You better get some fire merch. Do something.
Man, what Magic? Listen, you gotta do it. And then listen, I know you get tired of the MLK jerseys, man. Listen, I'm pretty sure they love MLK in Atlanta. Like we all love MLK. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep it real, man. If Wild Child got her jersey, I want the Wild Child jersey too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, listen. We in St. Louis. The Cardinals are the prominent team in St. Louis. Every night, every home game, they got a bobblehead night. Look, if I could get some lemon pepper, you know how happy I'll be.
Nah, the Cardinals got bottomless glizzies, man. That shit's crazy.
I seen that. Hey,
they about
to get me back out to a couple games this season with the bottomless
combo is diabolical.
$29 all you can eat fries.
I know it's more.
Soda.
It's more than that, but still, they advertised it was good. It was a whole freight. I was like, hey yo,
hey, I bet you them stands be packed though. I bet you they be packed.
That lets you know the team finna be cheats. Like we gotta lead with this. We ain't talking about no base.
We gotta lead with all you eat.
We got all you can eat glizzies with y'all niggas. Come pull up.
Hey, guess what? Let me get the nachos. Let me get the fries. I need 2 cups of cheese. Let me get a Sprite and a Coke. I need all of that. Run it right now.
For $29. Run it.
29. Man, what? You don't gotta listen. I've done the suite at the Cardinals game, the party suite where you can have the all you can eat joints there.
Yeah,
it was cool. But listen, I could get that for cheaper.
Yeah.
Say less. Less.
So basically, I think we're in agreement. This is actually, and I'm glad I let you go first because I didn't know where I wanted to go with this. So pretty much, we think that this is a good thing that the city is embracing the franchise. The franchise is embracing the culture of the city.
Absolutely. Because again, and listen, Atlanta's the black people mecca, right? Yeah. And again, like you said, Magic City has been a staple in Atlanta since the 80s. So many things have spawned from Magic City, in the culture. Rappers, DJs, songs, shit. Hell, I don't know if the Contenders were birthed in Atlanta or if that was New York, but I'm sure the Contenders is a thing also. Like Magic City is too cultural for the NBA not to recognize. Like I don't understand the issue here. And I don't even live in Atlanta, but I understand the cultural significance of what Magic City brings.
It's the respectability politics. And then I think you had a few dweeb players talking about we shouldn't do this. Shut up. And none of them are American.
See, exactly, which is why you can't. Yeah, nah, I ain't listening to nothing.
The NBA is full of dorks anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all athletic and y'all got money, but that don't change the fact that you're a fucking dweeb.
Basically,
you know what I'm saying? Whole bunch of Jalen's. You know what I'm saying? Whole bunch of Jalen's.
Hilarious. That's next though.
Hey man. But no, that was fun, people. Let us know what you think about the Atlanta Hawks embracing Magic City, a cultural staple for a Magic City night on March the 16th, going down in Atlanta. Let's get on out of here. Let's talk about blur topic blur segments.
Let's do it.
Johnny, I know Johnny gonna love this one. DC Comics has released a full-on trailer. First, it leaked online, which is like weird, but it leaked online. So now we have a full-blown trailer for the Lantern series starting. You know, it's Mufasa. Aaron Pierre. Okay, I couldn't think of his name when I wanted to say that, but starring Aaron Pierre as John Stewart in the Lantern series going down on HBO Max. Johnny, what you got to say for this, brother?
So, okay. When I first watched the trailer, I was highly upset. I was so mad. I was disappointed. I was sad. All of the above. So many. Let me see. First of all, for it to be connected to the greater DCU, the new James Gunn DCU, I understand that different DCU properties are going to have their own tones. Yeah. But something about this really didn't sit right with me. I felt like I was watching like The Walking Dead before the zombies happened. Like it felt weird. It felt weird. It did not feel like a Green Lantern anything. Like I've seen Green Lantern in so many different facets: animation, live action, comic books, video games. This didn't feel like anything that I've ever consumed Green Lantern wise. And it just, I don't know, it didn't feel right when I looked at it. Yeah. I didn't like the fact that Hal Jordan said that he's the only Green Lantern from Earth. He's the only human Green Lantern or something, when clearly we saw Guy Gardner and Superman. So I'm going to assume that this show is a prequel of some sort. And if it's not, then they got some explaining to do. I don't like the fact that I'm sorry, I'm just going on a tirade about shit I don't like. I don't like the fact that the fact that we have to see the Ring choose John Stewart versus him already being the Green Lantern, and that's just a nitpick on my part, because from what I know about Green Lantern, the Ring, like when a Green Lantern dies, the Ring just goes out and just finds somebody else, whoever they deem worthy, and that's not what we're seeing here. I don't like that it's set in like a small town in Oklahoma. I don't know if it's Oklahoma. I just said that it looked like Oklahoma. I don't fucking know. It's just nothing about this feels good to me, and I'm very sad by it. Now, am I gonna still watch it? Absolutely, but it just don't. I don't know. It just don't feel right. I don't like
this. Is just from a trailer, and it's not a movie. It's a show. They get more chances to do character development in shows. That's why shows are always the better option, right? Yeah. But me, I don't have an attachment to the character or a precursor of how it's supposed to work per se. Because the one time we did get Green Lantern in film, at least a live action film, we see how that worked. Yeah. And it was a version of Hal Jordan, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. But we just going off the trailer. I mean, it looked good to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just going off like the trailer is my novice opinion. Like, I think they look good to me. I don't know what to tell you. It's but when we talked about the pictures when it got released, and then I think when James Gunn even mentioned it, he said this is going to be a buddy cop joint. Johnny, that is exactly what he just gave you.
I know.
I don't think you should be that disappointed, because he literally told you what was going to happen.
But this is what I'm saying. So you're right. This trailer absolutely reflects buddy cop, and I'm not mad at the buddy cop aspect. These motherfuckers need to be interacting with aliens. We need to figure out why the Martians killed the Neptunians. I don't fucking know, but I don't want to see Green Lanterns in fucking Oklahoma trying to figure out why these desert people are dying. I don't care about none of this. I don't care about that.
It does give a Men in Black type of feel without actually seeing an alien or any type of CGI. But then again, you got to keep these costs low, big dog. Now, it seems like the cost is lower than what Peacemaker has, because Peacemaker has some stuff. I'm going back and watching season 2 right now, so that's why I kind of have a good refreshed refrain of reference, right? Yeah. So I think that if they did that with Peacemaker had, he fighting himself, and he different places, and eagerly doing all kind of crazy stuff, I'm pretty sure it will up the ante at some point. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not sure. And this didn't feel like a teaser trailer. This felt like a full blown
No,
trailer.
no, this was
How long?
definitely a full trailer.
How long is a trailer supposed to be for a show? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna get, let's just say 7 episodes. Let's just say it's 7, right? I
Yeah.
think that's a good benchmark right there.
Mhm.
Like, I think they're trying to find a way to keep the Green Lantern suit under wraps until it's actually time.
I
And
hope
would
that's
you be okay with that if that was the case?
no, because
Okay, you want to see the suit beforehand?
yeah, man. Oh, you mean okay? My bad. See, this
Yeah.
is
See, you was just ready.
I reacted. No, my bad. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
I fuck up. But you're saying you're asking if I want to see the suit before the show comes out,
Yes.
like in the trailer. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't have to see it.
Okay.
But the way that this trailer looks, we not gonna get either one of them in the suit until episode 7. Like, and I just, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Listen, trust me, as like shows have to build up suspense, right? And trust me, I guarantee you, when we talk about this in a few months, I think you will change your tune as to how you see the show, because you seeing him like, yeah, Hal Jordan is already a Lantern. Why is he not in the suit? But he's on Earth. Why do I have to flex for these regular people? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I'm looking at it. But like, and I'm likening it to a show that I had watched recently, which was Welcome to Ed Dairy. Like, you knew that Pennywise was there, but we didn't see Pennywise until episode 5. Like, you got to do some character development. We got to see what Jon Stewart really about and why he deserved the ring and all that, because at least in a movie, that would be the first 30 minutes, right? in the show, that's probably gonna be the first 2-3 episodes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's probably gonna be the first 4 episodes. Like, I
understand it though, and maybe I think with us, right? James Gunn has, I think he's earned that. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. You know, just a little bit with his storytelling. You know what I'm saying? He's earned that with us.
I'm glad you just said that, because my next point was going to be, so far for this new DCU, James Gunn has not let me down yet. Like, Creature Commandos, which is the animated joint that came out before Superman. I loved Superman. Peacemaker season 2, I really enjoyed. So James Gunn has not led me astray yet, right? I mean, knock on wood, he doesn't. So
and I'm saying, because he has complete creative control in that way, yeah, it's going to be a different take, but I think you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah, and I'm saying all this because, again, I had too many thoughts on the trailer that I'm not liking. But am I going to give James Gunn the benefit of the doubt? Absolutely. Clearly, I'm still gonna watch the show. Obviously, come on now. But if this is trash, I pray it's not. But if it is, I'm gonna come here and be like, remember that.
Listen, I won't be as hurt if my takes are off on this. Like, this is not the hill I'm willing to die on. Like,
man, I'm just like, and again, because I've consumed so much. Again, Green Lantern is one of my favorite superheroes, like, ever, right? So maybe because I've consumed so much Green Lantern content in my lifetime, I just want to see the Green Lantern in action, like seeing Guy Gardner and Superman. Like, I loved it. So to take what seems like 100 steps back to an origin story for Jon Stewart is like,
it's very much an origin. Like,
God damn, like, I gotta wait like 4-5 episodes for him to even. So that's probably where my head is at. So yeah. All right.
But now we'll see. Definitely, people. Let us know what y'all think about the upcoming DC Lanterns show coming out on HBO Max. Johnny, we gotta hit the people with an OG topic before we get up out of here.
Let's do it.
We've been having fun the past few weeks, man. So we got another topic that I think we're gonna have fun with discussing, man. We love comic book movies here on this platform, and I think we're going to take one of the 4 best. Like, this is not a definitive list. I don't want people saying, what about? We just picked 4 films, nigga. Shut up. Yeah. But we just want to see which ones age the best out of this grouping of the 4. So we're going to go with Spider-Man 2. I think that's the best Spider-Man live action film. We'll talk about it. Yeah. Captain America Winter Soldier. The best Captain America film, possibly. You know what I'm saying? The Dark Knight. the best live action Batman film,
For
possibly.
sure. For
And
sure.
then X-Men 2 United, the best X-Men film, possibly. The best ensemble X-Men film. All right, you know what I'm saying. I know for you Logan fans, like, all right,
Right.
cool. So Johnny, we got a group in the four, bro, and these movies came out at different time period, different time zone. I mean, different times, right? Spider-Man 2, that's the early 2000s. I want to say '02. X-Men United, X2 United, I want to say that's '03. Dark Knight, that's 2008.
Yup.
And then Captain America Winter Soldier is the most recent out of all of them. And I want to say that's 2011. No, it's after the first Avengers, right?
Damn.
So that's like 2013,
Oh, you right.
2014.
You right. Yeah.
It came out after the first Avengers. So we talking about like 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
So which one you thinking, bro? Like out of well, let's just say this. Which one aged the worst? Let's start. I think that'll be the easier conversation, right? Not,
Shit, not really, because
I think all of them have strong plots. So
see,
I think
agree.
that's it. So we probably gonna get to a point where it's like acting or CGI or
Right.
something like that. Because it can't be the storylines because the plots in these movies are actually pretty strong.
Right. And the first thing that I thought about was Captain America Winter Soldier, right?
Mm-hmm.
And understanding what was the project? Was it Project Pegasus? Whatever the project name was. In the film where the helicarriers, they were like researching enhanced individuals before they even to try to kill.
Pretty much Hydra infiltrated all these places in the government, and we were like, oh, we've been hoodwinked, bamboozled.
Man, what, bro?
Mhm.
I feel like that's literally what's going on in this administration today. So I feel like this aged beautifully, right?
Between Winter Soldier and X2, those are the ones that aged the best.
And
If we're damn, I guess we kind of answered that right there. Because I mean, we're going off of what is a current social political climate, right?
Yes.
The Winter Soldier definitely with the espionage aspect, and then X2 with the, I want to say it felt like refugees and ICE and like that theme is heavy in X2, especially when you got the president waging war on people, a subgroup of people that live in your country.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Yeah, The Dark Knight is just a great film. Like,
right.
But I don't know if the Joker's chaos has any strong suit on what we're dealing with now, and it shouldn't. We don't want these things to happen for real. These are just exaggerations.
Facts. No, that's real.
But it's like, let me ask this question. Should we even factor in the fact that these things are happening outside as to how we feel about them aging?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. I was just asking.
Yeah, because I think that helps in the aging conversation. Like,
okay,
think about all of those. Think about movies like Eagle Eye, like all these movies about surveillance and detection and all that. That's literally what we're seeing today with AI. Like, I seen a whole story about Meta and their glasses, how they got a team in India or somewhere that's actually real time pulling up data on things that you're recording. Like, it's a whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So I think those plot lines in movies and what's going on today actually helps with the aging of these films. So yeah, man. So I guess we already narrowed it down to two. Is that what we saying?
Yeah, we narrowed it down to two. So it's kind of like, I guess we're not gonna get into ranking them because that's something completely different.
Yeah.
But when we're talking about what aged the best, arguably it's just like we said, the Captain America X2.
Yep.
And we talked about X2 a few weeks ago, so I'm trying to exclude my bias because it's right here.
Right.
It's right here. But Captain America, Jesus Christ, like you said, like that whole Project Pegasus, like actually putting a name to it, them identifying targets, and they're on their hit list regardless of if they've done anything. Like, we got the famous scene with what's our man, the one that worked for Hydra, and I forgot his name.
Pierce, Alexander Pierce.
No,
No,
I
no,
mean,
no.
no. I mean, I know who you're talking about. No, I mean, Alexander Pierce, he's like the main bad guy of the film.
Mhm.
But it was the guy that was working underneath him with the glasses, and he was bald, and he said, hey, we keep eye on everybody. Stephen Strange. He was name dropping people that
Mm. Was it
exactly
Tidwell? Agent Tidwell.
something like
Yeah.
that. But that whole scene was very like jaw dropping, and then especially when it comes to us MCU fans, is a nexus, right? He,
Yep.
he mentioned Stephen Strange by name. He mentioned Bruce Banner by name. He mentioned somebody else too. But
Mhm.
just knowing that that was there and they were surveilling Doctor Strange because like they just felt like he was a problem or he was
Yep.
supposed to be a problem, even though Doctor Strange ain't have his powers yet. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Facts. Yeah. That's I like I like I like that plot line because I feel like every day we get more and more into a technological world where surveillance has become so prominent and it's so wiped under our nose that we don't even really know about it. Like
Yeah.
these social media companies are nothing but data collection companies. That's why this shit continues to be free. Like
Yeah.
we, every day we sit, we post, we share, we do all these things,
Yeah.
and it's nothing but data collection. How long do you stay on Instagram? How long do you stay on Facebook? What things are you sharing? What things do you comment on? Like it's nothing but surveillance, and these companies take that data. Listen, I
Yeah.
I haven't fully read a lot of these terms and conditions, but I've read some and I've seen people that go through it and read it. And these companies sell our data. That's why you get emails from places you never even stepped foot into.
Or
Like that's the exact
I get a
reason.
phone call for a loan at least 3 times a day.
That's what like exactly. So I feel like those things have become even more prevalent today. And again, that was 2014. This is over 10 years ago when this was in the movie. So it's
Yeah.
like it's nuts. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy to see it play. It's crazy to see it play out in real life.
And then the whole thing about X2 shit, that came out the mid 2000, early 2000s at that.
Right.
Like the first X-Men film came out in 2000, so this came out easily in '02,
Yeah.
'03, right? I
Over
want to
20
say
years.
I want to say '03 because X3 came out in '06.
Well, let's
Just given the
fact check
time.
that.
Yeah, just given the time period, right?
Yep, May 2nd, 2003.
Yeah. That makes sense because and now this a thing we were dealing with in '03? Possibly not, but it has become a reoccurring theme
Mm-hmm.
over time when it comes to uprisings and upticks in certain things, and we need to pay attention to this group just in case they get out of pocket, y'all. Like it's always been like that, especially when you have when you're blessed with melanin in this great country of ours. Um, I've seen that theme just play out over and over and over again
Yep.
because Stryker getting into that house was an ice raid.
Man, what? For real.
Like, yeah, he came in there to get the stuff of Cerebro, but he put them kids in cages though.
Crazy.
He
Crazy.
put them
Oh
ki-
my God.
he had them kids in jail cages, bro. Like it was.
Jesus Christ. Damn, you right. Listen, you right.
So it
Damn.
happens. You know,
And again, that was over 20 years ago. And
Mhm.
to see that play out in the movie, right? Again, this is fiction. Like we
Yeah,
don't
we
this is
don't think
fake.
of
It's,
that.
it's
Yeah,
mutants and shit, right?
yeah.
But
Mutants
to
don't have
see
feelings.
yeah, but to see something similar happen today, right?
Yeah.
Is absolutely insane.
Well, I mean, art always imitates life, but when you start seeing life imitate a piece of art that you've seen, well, hey, the inspiration came from somewhere.
Right. Right.
So I just find it interesting with the X2 thing. Like, it's so much in there, and I think it ties a little bit more to real world
Mm-hmm.
than I would dare say Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier's on an exponential level, like existential, not exponential, existential. Like it's just kind
Mm-hmm.
of like it affects governments more so than it affects like direct people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the X2 thing hits on a personal level, it feels like, where you can see the direct fallout of what things do to people. Like,
Right.
especially when it broke up families. Like, okay, this is a plot line that we don't talk about from X2, and I'm glad we stayed here. You remember when Bobby Iceman went home?
Remind me what happened when he went home.
Okay, he went home to get something, and he was with Pyro, Rogue, and Wolverine, and his parents came home, and they didn't know Bobby was a mutant.
Mm.
So he had to explain to his family that he was a mutant, and his brother wasn't going. His brother was like, "Hey man, we don't fuck with mutants around here." So he called the cops, and then they pulled up. The cops
Oh,
pulled up. They shot Wolverine in the head, and then Pyro said, "You know what, man?" Like, he went crazy on him. Now I want to say that's got to be X2. That wasn't X because they were still friends at the time. Remember X3, Pyro was with Magneto.
Yeah, I remember.
So this is definitely X2. So the themes of bigotry and hate were right there in your face. And this man looked this mom his mama looked him dead in his face. She said, "Can you like not be a human? Could you like stop?" Like he's like, "Mom, this is just who I am." And then they didn't know what he did. Like I think she was drinking like some tea or something and he froze it. And it freaked her out. And then the brother was like, "You know what, man? Fuck all this, bro. I'm dropping the dime on this nigga." And that was his little brother. They
See?
thought they didn't know that he was a mutant. They just sent him away to a special school. So that shows you how somebody being different can break up the family. Right. And they were willing to let the family be what that is because they didn't want to accept him being a mutant. That's crazy.
That's insane.
And that's a thing that you have to deal with in real life, bro.
It's a lot of that going on now. Like I've seen videos and clips of people who have family members that are MAGA. Yeah. And for whatever reason, one side is disowning the other side because of their political views and beliefs and things like that. That kind of puts X2 over over Winter Soldier for me because
that's why I had to I'm glad we sat here and talked about it because that was a scene that I arguably wanted to bring up the last time we discussed the film, but it just kind of came up and I was just like, well, that brings the real world element to it because we never seen the family dynamic of the parents not really understanding because the thing about the X gene is just it comes when you're in puberty, right?
Right. Yep.
So a lot of these are kids and a lot of these are probably runaways and things like that. But Bobby came from a great home.
Right.
He came from a great home.
or so we thought. Goddamn.
Right. Yeah, he's real good parents. Like you know what I'm saying? But he came home with a teacher, a girlfriend, and a best friend, and they was like, nah.
They was like, nah. You can freeze things. Get out.
Yeah, and he was so hurt when he had to leave his family. And that was the last time he seen his people, man. I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, so yeah, if we're going off of that,
X2. Yep. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
I'm finna watch that shit tonight. That's crazy.
See, now let us know, people, what you think about that original topic where we just discussed those 4 great comic book films in their own right, but just how do these things age over time? And I guess we use the real world aspect as to our rationale behind it. But we had Spider-Man 2, we had Captain America: The Winter Soldier, we had The Dark Knight, and then X-Men 2 United. So, hey, man. But clearly, we have reached the end of our docket. Johnny, what you got for him, bro?
Listen, if you are on audio and video, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us this long. If you're on YouTube, hit that comment section. Let us know about any of the topics that we discussed today. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And we will catch y'all next week. Oh, yes, Ralph, sir. My guy. Great episode, man. Episode 305. Anything left for the people?
Hey, man, episode 305. Shout out to the people in Miami. If we got any Miami listeners, I
just want to say talk about it.
But like we say at the end of every episode, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys for listening to the things that Johnny and myself like to talk about for this hour and some odd change. When you see the faces, you see the logo, or you see the link, make sure you share it because OS is for the streets.
And with that, that's episode 305.
305.
Shout out to Magic City. We out.
Chill.